Hi, it's Doug Coy for SoWhatDoYouThink.com. We're talking about the war of words. Now, one of the toughest things about words is they form images inside of us, and sometimes that's where we get our self-image. I mean, if people have been told that they're stupid or they're ugly or they'll never account to anything, all of a sudden those words, if spoken enough, develop inside of us. That's why we say we get informed. What we take in forms us. It's a very powerful principle. Now, in my own case, I mean, you talk about people looking for love and the images of what people have that love is all about. And, we see all these scenes and all these things that are happening in the world. And we say, hey, maybe that's what love is. A guy and a girl jumping in bed, just kind of like, like a couple rabbits, I mean, it's amazing. So we get these images of what love is all about. And it's unfortunate because love is so much more than just a sexual act. I mean, that's the image that's out there. Hey, if you love somebody, you go to bed with them, and that's the way it is. I mean, isn't that what real love is? Well, that's a part of what love is, but that's not the whole picture. I mean, with the divorce rate that we have, it always amazes me. I can see two couples, then they decide to get married, and they stand up there and they give these vows, and I mean, they are totally 100% like sold out. Man, I love this person. I'm going to live with them for the rest of my life, and then 6 years later, they're asking for a divorce. Why? Well, maybe we really don't know what love is all about.
I am someone who is looking for love. Real love. Ridiculous, inconvenient, consuming. Can't live without each other love.
I mean, I've had so many young people come up to me and say, I thought I was in love with this guy, but really all I was in lust with this guy. And, he took advantage of me. I mean, I had this one girl come up and she was pregnant. She looked at me and she said, the sad thing is I only did it once. And I looked back at her and I said, honey, it only takes once. You can live it up for an evening and have to live it down for a long time. Had another young lady come up to me and she said, it's so sad because I'm a pretty young lady. I know that. I look in the mirror. I'm pretty. But I have all these young men and they only have one thing in mind when they get around me. And because I'm built fairly well, I really don't know how to handle this whole thing. I don't know how to handle love. I don't even know what that word means anymore. I've had so many young men take advantage of me. And because of my low self-esteem, I've given in to them. And now I feel like I may never find a real soulmate, a real person in my life, because I've been, the old story is sex, such a small word, so overused. Are you?
Love can be like, love can be adore, love can be obsess, love can be many things. So that's my stance on love.
So what is love? What's the image that you have of what love is? My wife and I have been married for over 40 years now. That's a long time. And we've had our ups and we've had our downs. We've had, man, I tell you, we've had some battles to overcome. But I got to tell you, there's something about hanging in there, being committed to somebody, growing old with somebody, having somebody that, I love this woman more today than I ever have. And I can't explain to you what that's like. We have 3 children. There's been difficulties in the family, but to have that kind of love thing, that connection that holds you in there.
Love is filled with awe, admiration, compassion, and respect. And when people haven't earned it, save your efforts to those who use it well. Even God helps those who help themselves.
So we're going to talk a little bit about, what is love, the images that we have of love, the words that we have out there that speak about love. Guys can sing about love, write lyrics about love. Kenny Rogers, he sang some beautiful love songs. Well, you ought to know something. He's been married like 8 times. What is love? The song goes, I want to know what love is. Isn't that what we're all looking for? To be accepted, to be loved, to really be loved. That's a great word, love. love. What does it mean to you? We're going to talk more about it. This is Doug Coy. So, what do you think?